Hey guys, it's Tracy. I want to show you the latest project that I completed, and I made this album following Kathy Orta's latest YouTube series, which was the envelope mini. And Kathy used the Michaels envelopes, but I chose to use the 6x9 Staples envelopes, and they look like this. And why I chose them is because I wanted my sister to be able to put a 4x6 photo on the sheet and then have room for whatever else she may want to add to it, but I don't think she will anyway, because the album, I'll show you in a minute, is fairly thick, and plus she's not a scrapper. So I just wanted it to, and then Kathy's mini album was vertical, and I wanted mine to be horizontal or landscape. So in the paper collection that I used to make this album was this, and I believe I got that from Michaels or AC Moore, one it is. And let me tell you what I did. The front cover, I covered that with a piece of acetate, which is from that collection. I think it had like 3 or 4 different sheets of acetate, and then the rose on the front was cut from the quarter note Cricut cartridge, as well as this little flower here. And this red piece was just a piece that when I was testing what size I wanted my rose to be, I decided that I liked that red piece, so I just added that. And then here's some rosette trim. Then I have an organza ribbon that I just fed through the top and tied it. And then this acetate is just adhered down with some of those little glue dots. And as you see, the album is fairly thick. And then I have just one of those hair bands here, keeping it closed with one of the Tim Holtz hitch fasteners. And here's the back of it. And here's the inside. And here's the inside. And I made this little pocket here using one of the Sizzix die. I believe it's a Sizzix die. And inside that pocket, I took the Tim Holtz ticket die, and I just die cut these tickets, and I just stamped them with a stamp set I had. Not sure who that's made by. And then here inside was just a little piece that I embossed with a Sizzix embossing folder. It says love, and this journaling spot on the back. Okay, and then here's the front. And then this is a piece. This comes out. And you have 2 spots for photos. And then she could also use the back for a photo if she wanted to. And then here's the first page. And this is that Fiskars punch where you can punch, I don't know if it's called punch around the page. And then just a few embellishment, because as you see, the album is thick as it is. Doesn't need too many embellishments. And then the frame die was a Sizzix die, and here is an acetate, not acetate, but some clear stickers, sayings, quotes that I've put here and throughout the book. And then here's a pull out. And what I did with red ink was just to stamp this red plain paper with red ink, so it gave it a little effect. Hopefully you can see that. And I did the same thing I just covered. And here's 2 no, not journaling spot. Here's 2 photo mats. Again, here are some clear sticker quotes. And then in here I used the Tim Holtz Baroque large die. And these pieces are from the pieces that I cut out from the front of each one of these pull-outs, or whatever you want to call them. So that's that. And this here was made using envelopes. And I used the specialty envelopes from Staples. And what I did here for this one, how I put that together, was I used, was it two envelopes for that. Two envelopes for that. Let's see how I did that. Okay, so what I did for that, see how I put the envelopes, these envelopes, and back them that way. Put adhesive here, and then cover them with the paper, and then you fold it up like this, and then it creates your little pocket or your little pull out. So that's the way I created that. And then this has a tag. Put a photo on the front and the back. And then here, what I try to do here was I use my was it Fiskars punch? It was a circle punch, but what I should have done was punch this out before I layer the pieces together, because it was actually too thick and I almost broke my punch. So I wanted to do all the pages like that, but then because it wasn't giving me a clean cut, I decided that this would be the only page that I would have like that. So then you just stick that back in there. And then here's, sorry for the glare, here is the second page. And then these are Tim Holtz, I use a Tim Holtz die with the organza ribbon. There's some wide ribbon that I had, and just cut those out, and just a little embellishment there. And then here's another pull out. And then here's somewhere she can put another photo. And then here's another pull out. And then she could put a photo here, and then here's another pocket. And I use my Cuttlebug folder to emboss that. And this one I did not make from envelopes, I made it from cardstock. Just a quote there. And then here she could put journaling, and then she can put journaling on the back. And then here's another pull out. She could put a photo there, put that there. And then she put a photo here, and here's another pull out. Again, she can put photos in there, journaling on the back, a photo here. Okay, and then here's another quote here, and these are from Recollections. And then I'm not sure where I got these. These are transfers. So, and here's another pocket. Another pull out. Journaling on the back, and I just stamped it there. And then this part of the page pocket here, I think it was like maybe 1.5 inch strip, and I used a Martha Stewart punch, and I just punched it out on each side. And then what I did was just stack them on one another. There's some bling here, I think that's Recollections. And again, I embossed that with a Cuttlebug folder, put some Recollection bling there. And then I use my Swiss dot folder. And all the tags in here are the Baroque dies, and they have journaling spots on the back. Again, that was using 2 envelopes. And then here's another tag. And those butterflies, I forgot to point them out, that was a Martha Stewart punch, and I put them on majority of the pages. Again, here's another spot for pictures. This is Recollections. Another pull out. And some trim here. And green Martha Stewart butterfly. Again. Then I stamped this heart out. Just put some black bling there. And then here's the last page. I punched that out. Then I just put Made with Love by Trey. That's what my family calls me, because my name is Tracy. They call me Trey. And just the month and the year that I completed it. So as you see, once all those items are taken out, it's really flat. And this won't even hold it. This doesn't even stay shut or want to stay on the hitch if you don't have all those items in it. what I want to do is show you how. Hey guys, it's Tracy. I guess my time ran out on this camera, but I'm back. What I want to do is show you how I did the inside of these little pullouts, and I used the Tim Holtz, the large Baroque die. And what I did was, those pieces of paper here are 8.5 by 11. I just folded the cardstock in half, and then what I did was I made a template of this, and I found the centers horizontally and vertically, and then I took the Baroque die and found the centers horizontally and vertically, and I put marks on the Baroque, on the die, which is what I did here. And then I created a template out of vellum that's the same size as the sheet of paper when it's folded in half. And again, I was telling you I found the centers of that by folding it here and there. And then what I did was line, you can see that, then what I did was just line this up on the die. Let's see if I can get that right. Okay, then I had tape on it. So then what I did, I took my piece of paper. So what I did, I have this embossing folder underneath of the die itself. Then here's my paper. So what I did was just made sure that this stayed lined up, bottom and top. It's a little tricky. Then I took the folder here, stuck that inside, held that like that, and then with my Cuttlebug machine I just ran it through and holding it pretty secure, because it wouldn't have been so bad. It was really a tight squeeze. At the time I didn't have a big kick, which I do have now, so I was just thankful that it was wide enough, just enough space for me to be able to do this. So then you just crank it through, and then you're left with a hole in this side of the paper, and it doesn't go through the bottom. So that's how I was able to cut out those pieces. And then, so it was just this piece cut out. So then I added a piece of vellum in the back, and then I stamped my quotes on it, and then I cut the paper out here and just adhered that in the back so that you couldn't see it, see all the way through. So that is how I put those pages together. Well guys, thanks a lot for stopping by, thanks a lot for watching, and I appreciate your comments. Thank you.